Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the causes of eczema and basically what Dupixent has done to help me. Going from this book, because I said in my last video that I would do some research and pick out the main points and stuff. So yeah, let's get started. Basically, eczema comes from, hang on, where are we? Eczema is a generic name for several types of skin inflammation. Atopic dermatitis is the most common of many types of eczema. Symptoms of atopic dermatitis are crusting, cracking and weeping of the skin, hardening of the skin over time from scratching. The impact of atopic dermatitis may extend beyond just the physical symptoms. As a result of itchy skin, some people find it difficult to sleep at night or concentrate during the day. Some people may also feel less confident due to the appearance of their skin. All of these effects that I've had. Atopic dermatitis is sometimes confused with other skin conditions called psoriasis. Both conditions are linked to skin inflammation, but are different diseases. People with psoriasis have areas of skin called plaques on their body caused by skin cells being continuously replaced at a faster rate than usual. In atopic dermatitis, the skin is dry, itchy and sensitive. Psoriasis is less common than atopic dermatitis. Obviously, there's different parts of your body that they say atopic dermatitis affects, but I literally got it everywhere, you know, head to toe. But Dupixent, how it works, Dupixent is a medication that is intended to reduce inflammation. Dupixent is used to treat adults with moderate to severe atopic dermatitis, not mild to moderate. Obviously they tell you to put creams and stuff on for mild to moderate, but for moderate to severe. The symptoms of inflammation in atopic dermatitis include red rashes, intense itch, dryness of the skin, and cracking and crusting of the skin. But what Dupixent does is it blocks the action of the two proteins that trigger inflammation in eczema or atopic dermatitis. It does that by blocking the interleukin 4, which is IL-4, and interleukin 1-3, that are proteins that participate in turning on the cell signals for inflammation in the body. Dupixent blocks the IL-4 and IL-13 signaling. People with atopic dermatitis may have an excess of IL-4 and IL-13 proteins. So that is the activated thing. That's your skin. That's the damage causing cell. This is the IL. Oh, hang on, can't see. This is the IL-4, and these are the IL-13. But what Dupixent does is basically flips that. Dupixent puts that's the medication there, and the IL-4 and IL-13 basically gets sent away and blocked. So obviously less inflammation. What do we need to know? Allergic reactions to Dupixent which is very rarely, according to this, is fever, general ill feeling, swollen lymph nodes, hives, itching, joint pain and skin rash. And it also goes along and says, if you have asthma and are taking medicines for asthma, do not change or stop your asthma medicine without talking to your healthcare professional. So, obviously, comes without saying, most people that suffer with eczema also have the asthma. I have the eczema and also have the asthma. Dupixent also weakens your resistance to infections as well. And it goes along saying that some of the parasitic intestinal parasites infections, you will get diarrhea, excess gas, so farting, you will get an upset stomach, greasy stools and dehydration. These are all infections that may weaken, obviously, due to taking Dupixent. But I, however, have not actually had any of these. I have actually had eye problems. I've actually had the eye dryness and redness, which obviously is one of the side effects from this. But I just put eye drops in that you buy over the counter at the chemist. Just put eye drops in, and it relieves that. And yeah, they tell you to talk to healthcare professionals before taking Dupixent if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. If Dupixent is use of Dupixent is not expected to affect your ability to drive. However, if you're feeling tired or unwell after using Dupixent, you should not drive or use machines. But it goes without saying, really. If you take any medication and it makes you drowsy or, you know, whatever, then it's not advisable to operate machinery or even drive a car. So yeah, basically with the prednisolone and everything that I was taking before, I was actually getting numerous side effects from that. And I was kind of, before I was put on the waiting list for Dupixent or Dupilimab, I was actually weighing up the pros and cons of, you know, taking it and not taking it, carrying on with my regular routine of, you know, applying topical corticosteroids, taking oral steroids, still getting the flare-ups and stuff like that. And I was kind of digging into, you know, what I could do to help, and come across Dupixent, told my dermatologist about it, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, you would be a possible candidate for it, we'll put you on the waiting list. I was waiting 6 months, however, but the time had come. And yeah, I mean, yesterday I took my second dose, like the booster, which you have to take every 2 weeks. I've got another 2 weeks to wait, however, before I take the next one. And apart from the dry eye, I've not really had anything as of now that are side effects from it. I mean, you know, the pros outweighed the cons of taking it, so you know, I'm kind of happy with it in a way, because it has literally made my skin amazing. You know, I've yet to have a flare up. The weather is a major factor of a flare up, and we have actually had snow. Not a lot of snow, but it has been quite cold. I don't know if you can see that out there. So it has been pretty cold for the most part. And yeah, so when it's cold outside, I usually have a flare up. My skin starts, you know, going dry and start cracking and stuff like that. But it hasn't. So I'm very impressed with Dupixent. But yeah, if you've been put on a waiting list for it, then I would highly recommend waiting. Obviously, it's not great to wait, but it's a medication that does truly work. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to know what you guys think of, what you've heard about it, if you haven't heard about it, to leave a comment. And yeah, so just basically, if people that are watching this have eczema, that have quite severe eczema, and are looking into this medication, I would say go for it. Or if the dermatologist that you're seeing, or if you haven't got a dermatologist, I would highly recommend getting one. If the healthcare professionals that you're seeing haven't actually heard of this drug, mention it to them. Print pages out and saying, this is the medication I want to take. How do I go about doing it? They'll put you on a waiting list. They'll do blood tests, see if you're, accepting of it, basically. There's not really many people that have actually had it rejected from their body. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. And I'm not just saying that, I would seriously recommend this. It's amazing. I mean, there's some people that I've actually seen take it on YouTube and other social websites that have said it is a miracle drug. And I honestly believe that. I mean, it is amazing. I couldn't ask for a better medication. I've tried numerous things, and this is the only thing that has worked. I wouldn't, I don't know where I'd be without it now. Seeing the benefits of this, it is truly incredible. So yeah, I mean, obviously, if you want to see more regular updates and stuff like that of it, and me going into more detail about it, as I said in my last video, this is just basically a quick update on the effects of it, and touching on the surface of what eczema is and stuff like that, and what kind of side effects to expect from it. So yeah, I'm just kind of touching on it in this update. So if you're intrigued about this, and basically wanted to see my eczema journey and stuff like that, then yeah, subscribe basically, and hit the little bell icon. Take two. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to see more updates of me and my journey. Thank you for watching.